I got all these swatches on my arm. Got all these colors on my face. Why? Because it's time to test new makeup. Hey you, what up? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. If you've seen me before, I'm Maryam. In today's video, we are going to be testing new makeup to find out what's new in makeup for the month of July. I have a ton of products in front of me in every single category. I have a new powder foundation that I am definitely eager to see how it wears because I do have it on my face right now. I have some new potentially viral bronzers from PIXI. I've got some new blush sticks, an eyeshadow palette. We've got some new lippies, a lot of new stuff. Hopefully you're into all this. I know a lot of you guys really like testing new makeup videos, and I also noticed that a lot more people have been subscribing to my channel, perhaps because of these videos. So if you are someone who's seeing me for the first time, and if you like this sort of thing, this is an opportunity for you to hit that subscribe button so that you can watch all of my Wednesdays and Sundays videos. Also remember to hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of those Wednesdays and Sundays videos. On that positive note, let's get into all the nitty-gritty. Let's test all this new makeup. Let's find out what's new. Let's find out what's good, what's bad this month in makeup. Let's do this. Alright, so I've got a new primer to test out. It is MILANI's Erase Base Blemish Control Primer with 2% salicylic acid, so it's an acne treatment. Not that I have any acne at the moment, but salicylic acid is a little bit more preventative and it's good for whiteheads and blackheads, so it's not too harsh. Actually smells pretty minty. Feels creamy, but not greasy. Actually, I don't think this is a new primer, but it's a primer I've never tested out before. I don't know if I've ever featured it on my channel. So today, we're gonna put it to the test. Honestly, feels really nice. Feels very minty, very cooling on the skin. And now that it's the summertime and it's super hot outside, very humid and muggy in NYC, this does provide like a nice refreshing base. Next thing I want to test out is actually a new product from Pixie, and it is their On The Glow Bronze Stick. So you guys remember their viral sensation On The Glow blush sticks? Well, now they have On The Glow Bronze, and there's 4 shades, looks like. Yes, this looks just like the blush, but in a bronzy format. These you can apply on top of your bare skin or on top of foundation, but today I actually have a powder foundation to test out, so I'm gonna apply these first onto my bare skin. These are the 4 shades that we're working with. This one I could mistake for a blush just because the packaging looks very peachy, but the inside definitely does give me a peachy bronze. So this is probably a shade that would be really good for the lightest of skin tones, and look how much product is in there. This is nice. Honestly, this looks like an icicle that I want to eat. Definitely retracts back. It's a nice little cover to keep it protected. So this is called Warm Glow Hydrating Solid Bronzer, used to add warmth and dimension to face and body. Next one is the Soft Glow. Ooh, this one looks a lot more shimmery and bronzy. I'm actually gonna swatch these on my arm. So that was the first one, Warm Glow. Here comes Soft Glow. Ooh, these are definitely very, very, very subtle. I see the glow and I see the hint of shimmer, but it's not a very pigmented, it's not a very in-your-face type of bronze. Definitely can see this being good for the body and for the beach. All right, next up we have Rich Glow. It looks pretty. This one you could see quite a bit more on me. And the final one is Beach Glow. I love these names. It's very cute. And this one is the deepest one out of all of them. And this one I will swatch right here. It's kind of hard to swatch this one on my very uneven wrist, but you get the idea. Alrighty, so for me, I think I'm gonna go for Rich Glow, and I'm gonna add that just to the perimeter of my face, kind of like as a base. Ooh, yeah, okay. Kind of like across the cheeks, just like that. And then I'm gonna blend it out with my beloved Rare Beauty foundation brush. It's actually quite nice. This blends out very smoothly, very effectively, not patchy whatsoever, and it doesn't feel greasy, it doesn't feel balmy, even though it looks like it may be balmy, but it actually blends out like a serum. It's gonna add a little bit of warmth to my cheeks. This isn't something that I would necessarily use to contour, although you probably could contour with this shade if you wanted to, but because it gives this beautiful luminous hint of shimmer, I think it's best to be used across the high points of the face, just to add that warmth, to add that glow, to add that beachy, summery vibe. Again, if I had perfect skin, this would probably be enough for me for the day. All right, let's move on. I've got some new blush sticks from Persona Cosmetics. Also, these are multi-sticks for the cheek and for the lip. I'm gonna test these out next because again, like I said, today's foundation is a powder rather than a liquid, so I wanna apply all these creamy stick products underneath. All right, in the multi-blush sticks, we have 3 new shades, and one of them just happens to be my favorite blush shade from Persona, which is Bubble. I love this one. It matches my shirt, which by the way, is from the Jersey Shore, okay? I had to get it. I had to be that girl. But look how cute. Probably gonna end up using this one just because I love that shade so much. But let me show you the others. We also have Teddy, which kind of looks similar to the bronzer that I just applied. So I'm probably gonna skip this one. And the third one is Kiss. And Kiss looks like a very bright, like a strawberry red blush stick. Yeah, definitely gonna go for the Bubble. I'm feeling it. So I'm gonna add that directly to the center. That was so yummy. This definitely feels a little bit more creamy and just a pinch more balmy, a pinch more greasy than the Pixie bronze stick, but I don't think these two will be incompatible. I think these will work together. I'm gonna reach for this Huda Beauty. I think this is a blush brush, but anyway, I think this is a good sort of duo fiber brush for a cream blush. Just gonna kind of stipple it in. Oh, that is so lovely. So lovely. Just a hint of luminosity, but the color is so perfect. It's just sheer enough, yet pigmented enough to make a difference. It's not sticky. It feels really good and very easy to use. That was a pleasant experience. Pixie Bronze on the Glow and Persona Multi Blush Stick. This was a good marriage. I like these two together. I like what they just did to my complexion. Moving on to concealer. Let's add concealer to the under eye. Today I'm just gonna go for my ERBORIAN BB Crayon. I don't even know if this is a product that is still around. This is definitely not new. It's a few years old, but it's one of my faves for like a quick conceal on the go. I really love the peachy undertone. Just gives a very light, believable coverage. This is in the shade Doré, so golden, for like a medium to tan skin tone, but they definitely do have a lighter and a darker shade as well. Though not many shades. I'm just using it today for quickness, for ease, and just because I don't want to use a liquid concealer with this next product that I've been talking about for like the last 10 minutes. The product that I'm actually talking about is the new Bare Minerals BAREPRO 16-Hour Skin Perfecting Powder Foundation. So now this is a product that came out about 5 years ago, but it was just reformulated. So I was sent 3 shades in the mail by Bare Minerals. I am on their PR list. So here we got medium 30 warm, which is a yellow undertone. That's what that looks like. Looks a little too light for me currently, but hopefully the medium 35 warm with the golden undertone will be just right. And then I also have a cool in a 32, which I will probably save for someone else. But anyway, this is what the 35 warm looks like. Looks like maybe a good match. Also, they sent me this really cute personalized brush for this product, and I'm gonna test all of this out, but before I even do, just wanted to give you a little bit of background information on this product. So basically, it's reformulated. Now it is more long wearing and packed with even more skincare benefits. Our new BAREPRO 16-Hour Skin Perfecting Powder Foundation provides sweat, humidity, and transfer resistant full coverage that wears for 16 hours and improves your skin over time. Breathable formula also offers 24 hours of oil and shine control, leaving skin with a natural matte finish without clogging pores or causing acne. This could be applied either wet or dry using a brush or the included sponge applicator. Where is this included sponge applicator? Right here. Beautiful. I believe this is a $34 or a $35 product, and I am thinking that I may need to start with the lighter shade just in the center of the face, and then I'm gonna add the slightly more matching shade. This brush seems pretty dense, so I'm gonna pick up a little bit of product. Looks like a lot. And I'm gonna start, I guess right here in a very safe area of the chin. I'm gonna start applying this on. The lighter shade, although it looks lighter in the compact, it definitely looks like a good shade match for me. But if I want to match my face to the rest of my body, I'm definitely going to have to move to this other shade because I do have a bit of a tan. as you can see. But honestly, so far, this applies pretty nice. I'm kind of like painting it down, trying to disguise my imperfections. I do have a couple of tiny breakouts, like tiny little bumps right here. But so far, this seems to be smoothing them. It is applying very evenly. There's no patches. It feels very good. Let me go ahead and look at the ingredients. So this is actually a talc-free powder. So it does have some synthetic flogopite. Second ingredient is mica. Third is caprylic or capric triglyceride. Then we've got zinc oxide, dimethicone, etc., etc. So I know a lot of people are not into talc. This might be something good for you to know. This product contains no talc. And it applies very nice, I must say. All right, let's go ahead and start applying that to the forehead. I probably mentioned in almost every single one of my videos that the skin on my forehead is probably the best skin on my face. It doesn't have any major bumps. It doesn't have any texture or lines. So this is probably my most flawless skin. And this is where makeup tends to apply the most even and not give me any trouble. I'm going very slowly here just because I really want to see if there's any difference in the way that this applies onto texture. Also, this is a powder foundation and I haven't really had much good luck with those lately, so I'm really hoping this one will be a good one. All right, that just did wonders for my pores. Not only did it smooth out my pores, it also totally mattified this area, so that was really nice. I'm gonna take just a little bit of the product that's remaining on the brush and kind of like tap it over my cheek area where I applied the cream blush and bronzer. I don't want to take away from it too much. I still want it to shine through, or just at least to peek through, so I don't want a lot of coverage, and this is set to be full coverage. And I would have to agree, this definitely provides a lot of decent coverage. All right, let's move on to this side. Honestly, I think that was pretty damn decent. I definitely enjoyed that. Let's see if I can use the sponge for any spot concealing or like precise application. Like I definitely have a couple of bigger breakouts here that I could use the sponge for to really saturate the area, and I feel like that did it. That definitely took care of the spot that I had here, which was protruding, and also I have another one right here. The sponge for sure offers more coverage just because it picks up a concentrated amount of product, so keep that in mind. But I definitely do like the brush application for a little bit more control, for a little bit more ease, because you definitely can't shear out the product with a sponge, but you can do so with a brush, a lot more easy. I'm gonna move on to the second shade. I'm gonna add this to the perimeter of the face. I gotta say, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Up close in my mirror, everything looks really good too. Definitely did not disrupt. It did not cling to the previous products that I applied. It just seemed to solidly apply. And right now, the face looks very good. It looks very clean and natural. Okay, for my under eye real quick, I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier Translucent Rose Setting Powder, the tone up one that I've been loving. I'm just gonna quickly set the under eye. Add a little bit more brightness here, a little bit more brightness here. Pleasant experience so far. Very pleasant. Really Bare Minerals BAREPRO. This was good. Let's see how long you actually last on my face, on my oily AF face. Let's see if you keep looking as smooth and as good as you're looking right now at the end of the day. So now that we've had that very pleasant experience, let's see how everything else goes. For the brows, actually, I don't have anything new. I just have a fresh batch of my Makeup by Mario Master Brow Gel that I love with a passion. It's my fave. So I'm gonna quickly set my brows in place and then move on. You really need to back comb your brows with this product if you want to laminate them or glue them to your skin. If you don't do this, it won't be the same. And then I'm just gonna hold it down, glue those ends to my forehead, glue them down, don't go nowhere. There we go. And then I'm gonna fill them in quickly. All right, brows are done, nice and quick. And now I wanna move on to a powder bronzer product from none other than Jaclyn Cosmetics. We got a big old PR package here, and in it we have Some new and also old products. We've got the new powder bronzers. We also have a bunch of lip oils. So now it looks like there's more shades in the lip oils. And also we have the original Putty Highlighter. I believe these are the same shades as the original collection, but just in a different packaging. So today I'm gonna go for one of these bronzers. We've got the shade Vitamin D here. Looks like it's about the shade of my complexion, so probably not too bronzy on me. We also have the shade Tan Lines. Oh my God, these smell amazing. Oh, it smells like coffee. This one looks a little bit orangey, but we'll see. Next shade is Top Down, and this one is a little bit more deep, but also has an orangey undertone to me, just to my eye. For the bronzer, I'm gonna use a big brush. This one from Sigma. It is their Ultimate Bronze Brush. F78 is the number. I'm gonna go for the shade Tan Lines. This one. I'm gonna pick up a little bit with this giant brush. I'm gonna start with my forehead. Definitely did add something, but in my opinion, and also just looking at myself in my monitor and my mirror, it's a pinch on the orange side. I'm not a huge fan of orange bronzers. Actually, I'm not a fan of orange bronzers at all. That's a no-go for me. I'm gonna go for the lightest shade that I have, which is the Vitamin D. I'm gonna pick up a little, see if maybe this will look different on my cheeks. Vitamin D is definitely a better undertone, and it looks very, very subtle. I guess I like this one. Though, I'm not sure if the other two would work for me. I know there's more shades than what I was sent, or at least I hope there are, but I'm wondering if there are any deeper shades that are not as orange. I'm wondering if there's like a more olive or like more golden shade, or maybe even a cooler shade, I don't know. But so far, I'm not impressed, but I'm also not turned off, you know? Just need a different shade, is what I'm saying. Moving on to the eyes. We actually have some eyeshadow palettes to test out today from Sigma, from their Enchanted collection. Sounds very princessy to me. Looks like there's a larger eyeshadow palette. This one. Looks like there's some metallic iridescent shades in here. Cosmos, Metamorphosis, Moonglade. Okay, these don't really sound like enchanting names to me. Instead, they sound very spacey. And this palette looks a bit spacey to me, though it has a lot of these very neutral matte shades. I'm not sure that this feels very summer appropriate to me. But maybe it's just me. Let me open up the second palette. This one is a mini eyeshadow palette, though it doesn't look very mini to me. It looks like it's the same exact shades as from the larger palette, but just half the shade. So here we've got Moonglade, here we've got Plume, here we've got Innocent, Metamorphosis, Claystone, Terra, and Budding. I thought that said pudding. It says budding. All right, I will save this one for someone else, but I will try out this one. I think I need an eye primer. Why is it that whenever I need something, I don't actually have it around? No eye primer it is. I'm going to just set my lids with some powder, and then I am gonna reach for the dual-ended brush that's included in the palette. I'm gonna go for this shade called Innocent. I'm gonna add that to the inner and outer parts of my lid. Maybe all over the lid, actually. This does apply very nicely, very gently. It's a very gentle, barely there type of color, but it is a pigmented color nonetheless. Definitely does add here. Definitely blends out easily. I can see it, though not clearly. I'm just gonna blend out the edge of that, like that. And then I'm gonna pick up this shade here called Quartz. I'm gonna use the same brush. Just dip right in there and add that as a pop on my brow bone. Whoa, that's bright. That is muy bright. I'm gonna blend that out, like that. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna dip into the shade Terra. It's quite a reddish brown. I'm gonna add that in between just to provide a little bit more of a contoured eye look. I'm gonna apply that high above my crease, just kind of separating those two shades and adding dimension. All right, that was lovely. Add a bit more, like that, and just whisk that away. Very, very soft eyeshadows. Very easy to apply. Very easy to work with. I'm just not sure if I like the colors. Like maybe if this was the fall, I would be more inclined to reaching for these. But since it's the summertime, I'm wanting something more bright. This is definitely giving me fall vibes so far. Okay, I'm gonna just tone that down a pinch. That looks okay. Let's go for Metamorphosis since my finger is already there. This looks like an iridescent duochrome shade. Shift from blue to pink, possibly even lavender. I'm gonna pop that in the center and just blend out with my finger, kind of over the center of the lid and then spreading out to the sides. I mean, this added a subtle mermaidy vibe, but I wanted more. I wanted more. This was just okay. This was okay. I'm gonna leave that alone. Cute, but not for me. Not for right now. Shoot, I had another brow gel that I could have tested from Iconic London. Totally forgot saving that for another video. But the next thing I'm gonna do is grab this NYX Epic Smoke liner pencil. It's got a liner on one side, and then it's got this brush on the other side. Remember those toothbrush shaped makeup brushes that were very popular a few years ago? That's what that's reminding me of. I have this in a few shades. For some reason, I'm hesitant. I'm thinking this will probably not look very good, but here are the rest of the shades. Might as well just show you. We've got a very pale mauve. We've got a peach. Seems strange. Why would you want to smoke out a peach liner? We've got another brown. This one's actually called Nude Haze. It's like a cooler brown. And then we've got this green, Sage Sparks. Maybe I should use that one, or maybe not. And then we also have a white smoke. Now this is very peculiar to me. Why would anyone want to use a very white liner and smoke it out? I guess maybe you could use this on your brow bone. Maybe I should try it there. Maybe I should try it there first. A little bit like that, and a little bit like that. Maybe in the inner corner as well. Very peculiar product. I love testing new makeup. Let's see if this actually works. I mean, yeah, it worked. The brush definitely blends, but the problem with this is that this way it's like a little too narrow, and this way it's like a little too wide, and I have pretty flat eye shape, so unless you have an eye shape as flat or flatter than mine, you probably won't be able to get in this area. Not that it's meant for it, but let's see if we can use this on the brow bone. Ah, yes, okay. The brow bone is definitely a lot more intuitive. I did not hate that experience. Although it was weird, but this actually worked. This actually was okay. So if you're looking for a brow bone highlighting pencil, this NYX Epic Smoke Liner in White Smoke might actually be good for that. Maybe you could even use the peach one for that same purpose, but I guess now that I know how to use this, I'm gonna go ahead and reach for the Mocha Match, which is the brown that I originally grabbed, and I'm going to add a little bit of liner to the outer portion of my lid. Kind of like that. I'm gonna work with one eye at a time, and then I'm gonna smoke it out. Well, that was definitely, again, not a bad experience. Although the shape of this brush seems a little bit intimidating, I think that actually did what it was supposed to do. So I'm gonna do it again on this side. The liner itself, I will say, isn't very waxy. It's kind of powdery, which makes it really easy to blend, though not the easiest to apply. Okay, that was all right. That wasn't terrible. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst experience. At least they're trying to do something different. At least they're trying to offer us some sort of an option, some sort of a new technique. I'm not mad at that. I'm gonna grab a brown liquid liner, and I'm just gonna intensify this line. Though I'm not gonna go over the smoke that I just created. I just want to intensify the edge, but keep the smoke. Like that. Subtle. In the lip category, we have a lot of new products. I've got the new Poutsicle Hydrating Lip Stain from Fenty. I also have a conditioning lip oil from Fenty. Also a lip plumping gloss from Lawless. Also some new shades of the Gloss Bomb from Fenty. Also all the Jaclyn Cosmetics lip oils, all the different colors. But as I recall, I might have promised you something else in a previous video. I might have promised you some Half Magic. So we've got a PR package from Half Magic, which, if you are unfamiliar, it is Euphoria Makeup Artists makeup line. It is fairly new, and what we have here is a bunch of lip kits, if you will. We've got the 2-in-1 lip liners that look like this, and they're matching soft lip creams. So now this is definitely a Euphoria inspired makeup line in the sense of colors, in the sense of textures, finishes. So that in itself is giving me fun summertime vibes. So take a look at this first lip cream, just a random one that I took out. It is indeed blue. We have a blue lip liner and a purple lip liner for the creative artist within you. I'm not gonna go for blue lip today. So let's see what other colors we have. Got a pretty nude. Ooh, we got a bright pop color. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You got like a burnt orange. Got a purple. Ooh, we've got this really pretty corally peach. Just calling my name. We've got a nice deep shade here. Ooh, and last but not least, we have this really pretty ochre tan nude. All right, so now that we know what we're working with, I am finding myself kind of in between the Invoice Attached. This feels very bright and summery. And also really loving this peachy shade. This one is called Housewife Dreams. Love the name. So I guess I don't know which one I should go for. I definitely do want something bright. So I'm thinking it's gonna be the bright one. I've decided. I'm gonna swatch the two lip liners just to see what I'm working with. Both very, very vibrant. And then the shade itself. Beautiful, bright, but semi-sheer. And really, you can kind of go in either direction with these two lip liners. One of the shades is a pinch more cool, kind of like the pink on my shirt, and the other one is a bit more warm, perhaps a little bit closer to the actual lip cream color, but I think I'm gonna go for the cool because I really want to be matchy-matchy just for today. So I'm gonna go ahead and line. This lip liner pencil, although not very precise, it is very pigmented. That is bright. All right, so now that I've lined my lips, I'm gonna go ahead and go for this lip cream shade, Invoice Attached. Add it right on top. That is very bright and very popping. And this is a very flexible formula that you can blot off for just a hint of color, or you can pile it on the way that I did for a bright pop of color. It feels like a very gel-like moussey formula, so it's not a non-transferable, but it is very comfortable on the lips. I have worn this formula before. I do like it. I don't love it, but I guess it also depends on the color. And this color, I love. I'm into brights this summer, like I said. Are we almost done here? I think we almost are. Let's get into some mascaras. This was the PR package that I was looking for. It is a pretty heavy one from MAC, even though it looks small, but they definitely packed a lot of stuff in there. We've got the MAC Stack Mascara. We also have the In Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash Mascara. This is the one that I was looking to try. Got some Kohl's, we've got some brow stylers, we've got some mineralized skin finishes, a setting spray, some liquid lipsticks, some shadows, some more blushes, some gels. We've got a slip pillowcase that also matches my lipstick. Oh yes, it does. And we've also got a whole bunch of eye stuff. Some eyeshadow palettes, some liners, basically a bunch of stuff that I need to test out in a different video. I totally forgot about this PR package. It literally just came in a couple of days ago, so it was like still in my unopened section. But anyway, I am gonna go for this mascara that I just saw. I just had it. Ah yes, found her. In Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash Mascara from MAC is what I am gonna test out. This is what the packaging looks like. Let's see that brush. Ooh, a very gimmicky, very long, plastic bristle type of brush. But hey, it's what we're working with today. Curl my lashes, Refer Lash Curler. And wait a minute, that actually just released a lot of product onto my lashes, more than these types of brushes usually do. So I'm a little bit intrigued. 3D in Extreme Dimension. Not terrible, though I do think that this mascara is pretty heavy for my very short lashes. So although I curled my lashes prior to applying this mascara, it is definitely weighing down the curl and it is straightening out my lashes. I'm seeing that and I'm not loving that. But if you have naturally curly lashes, if you have very long lashes, you will probably like this one. That's just the consensus that I'm sensing. Oh my God. I just realized that this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish is in this shade Soft and Gentle. This is an iconic shade and I could have sworn it was discontinued, but maybe they have brought it back. Holy crap. Tell me it ain't so. Well, okay then, I guess it is so. I'm pretty excited about this. It's been years since I've used Soft and Gentle. Let's see if the formula is still the same. Are you ready? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who remembers those MAC Soft and Gentle days? Oh yeah. This is nostalgic. I kind of miss this guy. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have fun with it. Now that everything is on, I believe I'm ready to showcase my final look using all of these new products. What do we think? Before you tell me, here are my thoughts. Overall, I will say my skin looks very, very natural and very good. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a heavy mask of makeup. In fact, it looks like it's my own skin, just a little bit sun-kissed, a little bit more glowy. I definitely attribute that to all the products that I used in the order in which I used them in, starting with the Pixie On The Glow Bronze. This I really liked, and I think it's gonna be my new summertime staple. This was really easy to use. It didn't have a tacky, balmy texture. It blended into my skin beautifully, flawlessly. It worked so well with the Persona Cosmetics Blush Multi-Stick. This had a similar texture, although this was a little bit creamier and just had a little bit more of a feel, if you will. But together, they work great. I gotta say, at first impression, I am pretty impressed with this Bare Minerals new BAREPRO 16-hour skin perfecting powder foundation. It's really hard for me and for my skin type, oily AF, acne prone, somewhat textured. It's hard for me to find a powder foundation that really works for me. So I really hope that this is the one. I definitely am gonna wear it all day. Perhaps you guys wanna see a separate video review on just this product with a wear test, with a proper check-in, with all the details. Let me know if that's the case, comment below. But so far so good. I really enjoyed it, and I think it looks really nice, and I think it works with all these other products. Moving on, the new Jaclyn Cosmetics Powder Bronzer seems like a nice product. I like the texture, I like how easily it applied, though I'm not crazy about the shades that I have. I think the deeper shades are just a little bit orangey, whereas the light shade was just a pinch too natural for my bronzing needs, which is fine. Hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on a couple more shades to test them out. I don't know. The Sigma Enchanted Palette, it was okay. I'm not really feeling these colors for the summertime months. It's definitely giving me more fall and holiday vibes that I'm definitely not into at the current moment. And although the metallic chrome shades all look pretty, it was very subdued on the lids. It looks almost barely there. So it's giving me like slight mermaid vibes, but not really if I'm being honest. The NYX Epic Smoke Liner, pencil, whatever, was okay. I guess a little innovative with a toothbrush shaped blending brush, but I guess you can find reasons to wear different shades, perhaps under your brow or perhaps to smoke out your liner. I don't know. It wasn't like amazing, but at least it was something different, so that's always a plus in my book. What else we got? This new MAC mascara kind of released a lot of product at first that got me excited, but then I realized that the product was a little too heavy for my very small, short, straight Asian lashes. So perhaps not for me, but definitely for someone else. So I'm not gonna rule that one out. I'm liking the Half Magic lip liner duos and the soft lip creams. I think they're fun. The colors are definitely more vibrant, something that I'm reaching for a little bit more often now, so this is more like my speed. The formula, I'm gonna say it's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea because it's definitely sheerer than some of the pigmented bright liquid lipsticks that you may be used to, but I think that also gives it a bit of an edge because you can definitely layer it, or you can sheer it down, you can wear it a little bit more blotted for like a K-beauty type of vibe. So that's sort of like my consensus for everything that I've tested and tried today. I cannot believe I got my hands on the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. It is an iconic shade, and I feel like I just lost it in my mess. But if you remember this product, let me know how much you loved it and how much it means to you and what memories it brings back for you. Because this definitely brings back my first blogging days memories, that era. So, you know, it's nostalgic and that's always a plus in my book. All right, you guys, on that note, I am gonna zoom on out. Thank you so much for watching. Check out more of my videos over here. Click on them so you can see more me for you. Peace out, you guys. I love you, and I'm out.